Okay, we should be streaming now. I'll probably get a notification because that's how my phone likes to work. So yeah, let me pull up chat on my phone so I can actually, see what chat is saying. The stream is early, very early compared to how it usually works. Usually I stream at about 7 on weekdays, more so 9, because I'm always late. Katie, Blank Be Gaming, Ice Cream, Doggy F, Ink Bendy, Raven. Hello, how is everybody doing tonight? Hopefully your day and night's been going well depending on your time zone. Dude, why? Why what? Why streaming now? Because my sim stream had to be put on delay, not feeling great, so hey, Tylenol finally kicked in and we're good to go. So we're gonna be working with grayscale tonight. At work? Okay, definitely watch later, TF. I'm sorry about that. We can let's talk about nothing. Yeah, pretty much. Okay, so this is a drawing I did not too long ago of two of my characters. If you've seen some of TF's RPG Maker stream, you'll know that this here is lavender, and this is red. And this is the flat color. Pretty much here's the shaded version with can we do the style project? That needs to be covered separately, Katie. We need to talk about that on which character everybody's going to join together and draw. It's got to be some character we're all familiar with. But yeah, here's the shaded version. It's not perfect. I still need to do a lot with it, but you see the freckles have been added, shines to the eyes. There's a bit of a difference in her eyes and his eyes. Let me change my pen. But you'll also notice that there's some texturing here and there, some subtle highlighting, and all that fun stuff. Now, what's funny is when you're trying to do a drawing in grayscale, you're kind of tempted just to take this and just go over to your filters. I don't know if this is even showing up, but when messing around with the saturation, to just turn that all the way down, which will give you a grayscale, but you'll notice a few things. First of all, the oranges in her hair have now just become white. You're missing a lot of the subtle detailing. The texture in his hair has become very grainy. The texturing on his ears and her ears have stayed very well. But there's some huge differences compared to the colored version. All the subtle detailing and the freckles, the shading, that's been lost. And that's pretty much because there's a huge scale difference. Emerald Dog, hello, welcome! Hopefully your day and night's been going well depending on your time zone. How have you been? You see, there's two color wheels when working with different color. Well, when working with the digital colors or digital drawings like this, you're working with a completely different color wheel than what you would with paints. So red and blue don't necessarily equal purple when working with this, because you're working with a spectrum of lights and not dyes, if that makes sense. When working with grayscale, you're now taking these different colors and lighter colors like yellows, pinks, and even light tans all become this very light gray. And they blend together and you lose that very subtle shift. So when you're working with grayscale, it's a completely different change. Oh, hi everyone! Welcome to this stream. Yeah, this stream is a little different. We're doing more of a how-to, I guess. So you notice a huge difference. Even with this one, the flat colors here, if we take this and just go ahead and put down that saturation, you're still noticing a lot of the subtleties has kind of vanished here. My daily art classes with Kay. Not that good. Oh, I'm sorry, man. Who is people? Are you talking about like the people in stream? Well, in chat, or the art in the drawing? Because these are two of my OCs. They're very cute. And if everything goes well, you'll see a lot more of them. Now here is just the line art for them. We get rid of the gray filter on them. And when you're working with grayscale, you're going to need to take in consideration. Hold on, let me make a new layer. Let's title that palette. I don't know if you guys can even see that, but for lavender, we're working with like her skin tone here. The primary color on her hair, which is this very light blue. Which, fun fact, whenever working with colors or digital drawing in general, you don't want to use direct white, or you never want to use pure white or pure black. You always want to use something in between. Light blues like this look extremely different compared to the pure whites, if I hit the right key. There we go. There's a difference between the two, so you can always push these light blues to be brighter. And you'll get a more of a variation in the shading than you would with whites. Plus you lose that flat tone that you don't want to have. So all in all, it's pretty cool. I ship it. It's cute. Wait, what? Oh, you mean the CC, you didn't say bye to... Oh, I'm sorry. Emerald. Oh. Bye. Thank you so much for joining. I really appreciate the fact that you were able to stop by, even though it was a really quick. Hopefully we'll see you in the next one. I'm sorry about that. I'm just getting caught up in the colors here. So, we'll take her eye color as well. It's all kind of a mess, but it makes sense to me. Her ears. And we'll just do the basic colors on her headband and her tank top, so we don't have to go into that complicated pattern. Oh, also the inner ear. The inner ear and of course the orange in her hair. So I'll just put that off to the side so I know that's there. Hungry, I'm going to devour a plate of lasagna. That sounds awesome. You know, I'm going to be drawing these little babies later. Oh, these two? I appreciate that, Katie. Pretty much these two are like best friends. They're just the ultimate, you know, platonic kind of ultimate bros. So when working with a grayscale color palette, all of these, actually, let's see, I think just these get turned into a very bright gray. Mostly because orange falls under that yellow, which turns into almost a pure white, which is something we don't want. So in working with the grayscale, we're going to be actually not using a true grayscale here. We're going to just stick to this little strip. You guys can see the... Oh, I think I hit my mouse, but this little area right here. Not completely on the gray line, but just a little into the blues. So we're going to be working with the more of a cyan here. Oh, welcome back. Also, Sasha, hello, welcome. Hopefully your day and night's been going well depending on your time zone. Also, what's up, Ink Bendy? Oh, so for her skin tone, we're going to be pushing that lighter light blues here. That's kind of like an off of her hair. So we might actually want to use that for her hair instead. So our new color palette, it's going to have this for her hair. For those spots, we definitely want to have that same kind of striking difference so they pop up. So we're just going to go a little bit down. It's pretty much, as far as I know, been a guessing game when it comes to grayscale here. And also might work better for her skin tone. Pretty much in my class, we were just given a picture and just said, hey, good luck, do it yourself. You can't necessarily learn this. So keep that in mind. Yeah, I know, I still remember. Oh, I'm sorry, man. Also, what the hell is grayscale? Oh, grayscale is when you're working with no color. Pretty much what you see in comics. Well, well, that's not true because a lot of comic books are now being printed purely in color. But black and white, essentially, that's a grayscale. So we're working with the in-betweens of white and black and all of the hues in between, but we're not necessarily doing a full grayscale because we want to avoid that pure white and we want to avoid the pure black. That's to be said in every drawing that you do digitally. Of course, there's different rules when you come to painting and working with oils and charcoal and all of that. Send me a pic of them, of these two? I can post the picture in Discord. I have this one under a PNG, and for those of you guys who missed the beginning, pretty much what I'm talking about is taking this and putting it in black and white, but not using a filter. Because as you see, there's some highlighting here on her skin, along with some blushing around the face as well. But when you go ahead and put on the gray filter and take away the saturation, you're losing all of that. So that's gone now. You don't see the blushing in her face or his freckles. So you lose a lot. Though some things do pop up nicely, like the darker colors of her headband. That stayed very well. The ears, those also remained pretty much the same. Pretty much only if you're working with very dark colors and not anything like skin tone, well, tan skin tones. I'm not quite sure how well that applies to darker complexions. I haven't tried it. So we're definitely just gonna go over this same picture. Gonna make this in black and white, but avoid this. We're gonna be using only the flat colors, which we're gonna also be avoiding this to make it look a little more, you know, nice, if that makes sense. So already you see that they want to put the orange to this very light shade of gray, if that's not pure white. Oh no, it's not pure white, but it's a very light shade, which is something we want to avoid. So this is going to be her hair. And we're going to want to push that a little further than the skin tone. So that's actually a really good color, so we still have that very striking difference between the hair and the spot color. The eyes, they need to be bright. But let's work with those ears first, because those, well, that's the ears are also going to need to be a striking color against the white, and they're going to need to stand out more than the orange spots. So they're going to need to be a darker color than what we have here. So this should work. Actually, that might work better for the inner ears. Let's see if we can push that further. There we go. And I'm not sure how well you can see this darker gray on the dark green, but the dark green is only here, so it's easier in the eyes. Whenever you're working on pictures or anything digitally, I always suggest that you do a darker green. That's easier on your eyes, less eye strain, and less likely for headaches. So you see, do these characters have a backstory? Oh yeah, Katie, if you check my toy house page, Red has a whole backstory too. And yeah, these characters have existed for several years. I've had Red for about 4. Lavender I've had for about 5 now. They have, actually, you know, if I have time, I'll go into a bit of the game that I'm working on for these two. Well, not these two specifically, but they do appear they appear a lot in the opening. So I'll show that so you guys can get a better grip on their character. Red curses a lot, just FYI. He says a curse every other word, essentially. So that's going to be the ear color. This is going to be our that's going to be no. Yeah, this is the inner ear here. We could probably find a good middle ground for the eyes. And let me check our colored version, our flat colored version. Yeah, these two look about correct. As for the shirt itself, we can push that to its darkest, and that should be a good comparison for the dark blues of our tank top and choker, and also her headband. But for lavender, that's our color palette. Yes, time to see. We'll definitely go over that after I go over the basics here. As for red, oh, red, he's just covered in these little freckles too, which I find adorable, hence why he has so many of them. We're going to be using this for a general idea of his skin tone. For his freckles, I'm going to go in here. Let's see. I never have a separate color palette for his actual freckles, so. Also, I got to show off the eye shines, which I had too much fun with these. I used my space brush and it shows. So, we're gonna say, let's see if this compares correctly. Let's push that a bit darker, shall we? For his freckles. Okay, for his hair, we've got that dark red. For his eyes, a lighter shade. His ears, they might be able to just stay the same, his ear color. The inner ears, which he is the weirdest looking unicorn I've ever had. Okay, close-up time then. I finally got a drawing tablet. That's awesome! Also, your new profile picture is awesome as well. I'm sorry I didn't comment sooner. I guess I should also consider the fact that their mouths are open and their tongues have different colors. I'll get to that soon enough. His horn. Oh yeah, Red was actually Red I adopted online through DeviantArt. I won him in like a draw to adopt. Funny thing is, he was made off of a character maker, like the Tinier Me's kind of thing. Dream Selfie, that's the website. And the funny thing is, oh, now I gotta pull it up. The funny thing about Red is that, you know, let me show the drawing, because where is it? Just passed it completely. Come on. There we go. This is his original picture. The funny thing about this expression here is if you actually, these are animated on the website, and that expression is actually a smile. It's a happy expression that only goes into this pissed off look right before it changes. So this is like two frames of the animation. But this is the screen cap, so when I saw him, I thought he was just the grumpiest little piece of shit. And that's always what I've drawn for him. And luckily, I won. Red curses a lot, baby takes after his mother. Oh, Red the origin. Oh, okay, yeah. But yeah, I'll definitely show the Nomina game so you guys can get a better grip on these characters. I love them to pieces. So, yeah, I thought he was the grumpiest piece of shit, so I had to adopt him, and luckily I won. Someone else competed too, but I put more detail into the drawing. I did like a full body, and the person I was competing against, I think they only did like a headshot. I don't know why mine won, because they put just as much detail. The only difference is being a headshot, of course. But I'm glad. For the skin tone, we're gonna again go over to the same kind of color palette we're using with lavender. We don't want an exact same, especially since that's not gonna look good in comparison. So we're using that same thin strip between the cyan and gray. Red has been through some shit. Yeah. I had a stream art submission that was the day after TF's live stream, so try not to forget that one. Okay, I'll definitely have to look into it How have you been? I've been busy at school, and yeah, so how are you? I'm sorry you've been busy with school. Yeah, it's been crazy, but, I've been well. I got a really bad headache earlier today. So I'm just like, ugh, I might have to cancel the stream. But luckily I didn't have to. Well, sort of. I'm gonna try to keep this short. I didn't want to do The Sims only because I feel like I have a better control if I actually see something like this instead of in case of The Sims. So we can probably use... Let's see, that was the inner ear. We could probably use something like this for the inner ear. For the horn itself, even though it's kind of like an off-white, we can probably use this, or maybe even not a pure white, but something light. Empathy for you. Thank God you streamed today. And no, it's no problem, man. I don't feel bad. The Tylenol kicked in, hence why I'm just like, yeah, we're doing this immediately. Been asleep? Nah, it's good. It's good. Would have been asleep. Oh, do you watch Stranger Things or Game of Thrones? I'm not really interested in. Stranger Things, I've seen a bit of it. I need to catch up. We could probably use this for like the ear, but we can probably push that darker. As for the eyes, that might really look nice. Let me take this down. Because red is, like the color red, is often changed to darker tones, which look very nice in a grayscale. But you also see some things that have been lost also. Like, what was I trying to say? The freckles. I mean, they're still kind of there, but you can hardly see them against all that. So we're going to try to push for some other colors. The ears look really nice. So we can probably push the outfit itself to this very dark blue. The ears we can probably keep. Yeah, this looks nice. So again, when it comes to grayscale, as far as I know, it's a guessing game. I'm sure there are so many others out there who can get this and give you a proper tutorial. As for this, I'm just showing how I work with it. It's a good color for the hair. The inner ear we can probably actually. No, that works fine. Let's actually push that a bit darker for the eyes, because I think I had that light for the eyes, and we don't want that. So because seems clip just started it. Is it, or are we gonna get that much salt? Oh, did someone else join in? Robert, hello, welcome. Hopefully your day night's been going well, depending on your time zone. But according to that photo, Red is a demon and a Satan worshiper. If I'm wrong, please tell me. Oh no, he's not necessarily a demon. He's just a unicorn. As for the skulls, that came with him. But hold on, let me open up that picture again. He kept the trident in all my time of having him. These chained accessories are no longer a part of his design. This little part on the trident stayed, but he's far from a demon. He's just an odd-looking unicorn who has sharp teeth, apparently. My, how characters change when you have them for a while. Also, you see, I gave him a different outfit because I really wasn't liking the white and red after a while. I should have kept his original pants. I don't know why I changed those. Who else plays unicorns? Is eating breakfast for dinner? Ooh, breakfast for dinner is always good. I don't think I even have a picture of Lavender's original drawing, do I? Because Lavender I did adopt, but from TF. Pretty much we just we wanted to see what happened if we bred two of our characters, and lavender was a part of that sheet of a whole bunch of others. There was a handful on that. I think I claimed 2 from that huge sheet, but yeah, lavender was the only one who stayed. I don't know, I grew attached. Oh, here's another picture of them. I did this one a while ago. I still like this. I remember staying up all night to finish it. So yeah, that was about 12 hours of work that you're seeing in here. But that was several years ago when I drew that. Let's see, where is it? I know I have her picture here. So here we go. This is Lavender's original picture. Dark Thief, hello, welcome. Hopefully your day and night's been going well, depending on your time zone. How have you been? This quick big school CC is a dedicated dragon. Thanks. Oh, Roars, hello, welcome. Hopefully your day and night's been going well, depending on your time zone. How have you been? But yeah, this is Lavender's original picture. As you see, she's changed a lot. Even here, I forgot her spot. Oh no, not in the full version. In the flat colors, I did. I keep forgetting that giant spot over her eye. You'd think I'd remember it, but I don't. So, skin tones. Let's see. I don't want something too close to lavender, so this is her skin tone. So we're gonna try to get that little darker. But we still want it. That's a bit too blue, so we're gonna. That's good. That's about the same color as her spots, though. Which is going to be an issue if the spot goes about here. Actually, there might be enough contrast in the hair that it's not noticed, so that's a good. That's a good. That's a good. Listening to this while drawing. Oh, awesome! Why do I think it's wrong to have a glowing bracelet on red horns? I don't know. I'm standing by my Christmas tree and loving it. That's awesome, man. I'm looking at the smaller Christmas tree we have up. Because we have 2. We have a tiny tree up in the dining room and a full-size tree in the living room. Which it's crammed with presents, and we're not even done Christmas shopping, to be honest. I still have a few more things I need to pick up for friends, for family, all that. So yeah, here we go. That should be a good mix. Let me just make sure that this isn't too close to anything here. It's kind of close to the inner ears, but overall it seems like it stands out pretty nicely. So we have our color palette. When working with grayscale and trying to get a color palette, pretty much, like I said, it's guesswork. I recommend you just take all your colors separately. If there's more than one person in the screen, well, in the photo, just try to pick and choose here and there. You know what I mean? Phone battery is going down fast. Help! Quickly find your charger. Been good. That's great, Dark Thief. Else is going to. The Christmas cookies. I need cookies, man. I need cookies. Why is that? Why is there this line here? There must be something I missed. What is that? Baselines? That's not on the clipping, so that's an actual mistake in the drawing itself. Let's turn down that and try to hide this. Now, I do say don't work with pure blacks or pure whites, and that also goes for your line art as well. All of this has been drawn in black, but I do have other layers here to go on top of that. So we're just going to work with our colors for now. We're not even going to worry about the line art being pure black. We do want to lighten that up so it's not flat. Also, Phantom Cookie, hello, welcome. Hopefully your day and night's been going well depending on your time zone. I like your name. You can draw better than me? Wait, what? I'll just... So, oh, wait. You draw better? Oh, no, I just have years of drawing experience, guys. Pretty much, I think the best way to look at drawing is skill levels, not necessarily... You can't look at the drawing and say, oh, that's good, and that's bad. And no, it's pretty much like anything else. You work at it. Yes, there's talent included, pretty much in the sense of you can get things faster. If you have a talent for drawing, I've noticed that you progress faster than it usually takes other people. But for the most part, talent isn't the determining factor on here. It's how much time you're willing to put into drawing and figuring out things. Though I do like to draw, my passion is not with drawing, it's with working with characters, making stories for them, all of that fun stuff. Cookie person, change my name? I thought so. Again, it's hard to keep track of everybody with the name changes, but I like the new name. It also reminds me of the Hunger Games simulator. Reach like 50 likes on my Star vs. Force of Evil mistletoe drawing. Oh, that's awesome! Congratulations! So far I'm using Fire Alpaca. Oh yeah, I'm using Fire Alpaca right here, as you can tell by the little alpaca in the corner. I like Fire Alpaca. I used Paint Tool Sai before this, which I haven't been able to get back on this computer, which that's fine. I've also been using Medibang, which I like a lot more. Also, I like the fact that I've been able to import my custom brushes from Fire Alpaca to Medibang. So that's good too. Also, yes, custom brushes, they are your friends. I highly recommend, if you can, make some or pick some up. There's a lot of free ones. Sorry. Everyone with phones, if you want a good drawing app, try Medibang for your phone. I can't draw with a phone. There's too much of a lack of control in well, it feels like. It could be completely different. I want to post it on Twitter, but I fell asleep and lost the page. Oh, I'm sorry, man. I'll have to change my name on Hunger Games. Oh, no, that's no problem. Pretty much whenever I do a Hunger Games simulator, I do that. I have to put in all the names. They don't save. Which is sad. But, hey, I get to include more people, and I get to do updates without accidentally forgetting about that. So yeah, hopefully everybody's been doing well. I know school is going on. Actually, when is everybody getting off for break? It should be soon-ish, right? I'm not quite sure when that would be. It's been quite some time since I've been in school. Though I'm sure not many people would think that. Let's see. What is... Ball Talks! Hello, welcome! Hopefully your day and night's been going well, depending on your time zone. How have you been? We're just going through and taking a picture that I've already done in color and changing it to a grayscale. Times like this, I feel like I should have prepared a line art that's, you know, not pixelated, so I could just come in with the paint tool filler and just go, yep, this is all good. 3 seconds to color, we're good. Moving on. But no. I like pen pressure too much. So I'll take the pixelated drawings here instead of actually going in with the individual pixels. Because I'm spoiled. At least I'm not working with MS Paint anymore. I did a few drawings on MS Paint back when I was starting out, and while a lot of them don't hold up, I did do some pretty awesome things that I haven't been able to replicate since I've had the tools that, like blending tools. You know, that pretty much does that for me. When I was working with MS Paint, I went in and individually made a blur, well, not a blur, a gradient, using the spray can tool. Which, that took quite some time. I think it took, what, there was 2 movies, so 4 hours. Going from pixel to pixel. Let's just clean that up a bit before I forget. You fire? Oh, Plush World, hello, welcome. Hopefully your day and night's been going well, depending on your time zone. School doesn't get off till 2 hours, but that's my bus. I got here late. I got here like 3 hours or so. Oh, okay. Next Monday I have a final, and then I'm free. Well, congratulations, Nia. Good luck on your finals. Clip Studio Paperlight. Next. What's up? Oh, I'm off next week. Okay. I'm staying. Oh, okay. But yeah, it's good to see that you guys are getting off soon. Hopefully you guys enjoy the holidays. I'm not quite sure which holiday you guys celebrate, but whatever it is, I hope it's a good time. And it's just a shame that, at least with America, we don't accommodate for all the different holidays. I mean, we don't have to... If you guys know what I mean, right? Because I do know the scheduling for Hanukkah is very different, and that's a strain on, like, finals and such. I'm not quite sure how some schools accommodate that, but I do remember that one of the schools I went to, they did not accommodate whatsoever, which sucked. So, I'm not quite sure how it is now. Hopefully that's gotten better. What was this? Oh, that's no. Okay, the other ear. As you guys see, I also have a nasty habit where my line art stays open like this. Well, the lines stay open, and I don't remember which part's supposed to be colored what. So, that's something that's gonna have to be fixed. Also, those spots on lavender, those are randomly placed, so, yeah, that's gonna be fun trying to replicate. I don't think I'm necessarily going to go over all of that with this drawing if I have the time, or if I decide I want to fully color this in. We're probably just going to put on her face spot and 2 spots and then call it a day. You think my art is style is ugly? Nah, man. I don't think that's the case with anything. Also, Nicholas, hello, welcome. Hopefully your day and night's been going well, depending on your time zone. Missy the Minty Nico, hello, welcome. How have you been? Hopefully your day and night's been going well, depending on your time zone as well. But no, I don't think any art style is ugly. I think well, that's not true. In the case of when people are drawing online, or it's one person, no art style is necessarily ugly, you know? When it comes to, like, professional work and cartoons that are aired on television, then we have issues with art styles. Well, at least what I would say, ugly art styles. And sometimes that's the point of the show. Or not even shows, but sometimes that's the point of the art the artist is trying to make. So I can't necessarily say that, but there are some times where you know an art style just looks cheap. But that's just, again, professional work. As for people who are drawing for the sake of drawing, or just drawing for fun, or, you know, one person doing a project, like their own comic or their own animation on YouTube, no style is particularly ugly. Does that make sense? Can I get a quick glimpse of the eyes? Oh, of the colored? Here's the flat, and here's the shaded version. I still have a lot of work to go. Hold on. Two things, one finals is an art acronym. I can't ever actually learn shit. To our finals. In kindergarten, my school made spinner things to remember what they are called. They were, dreidels. Yeah. We did some Christmas stuff and a bunch of stuff in my school. That's awesome. Oh, Pokemon Plus World, hello, welcome. Hopefully your day and night's been going well depending on your time zone. Oh. You're not necessarily late. We're just working with we're taking pretty much this image, which this is the same one, just, fully shaded for the most part. I still have a few more things I need to add to this picture, like the background, of course, and more texturing, but we're taking that and we're putting it in a grayscale. Now, working with a grayscale is a lot different because if you were to take this image and just put down the saturation, you get this. Which, yeah, it's a grayscale, but as you can see, a lot of the details are lost, and her hair looks like a complete wreck. All of this is a mess. So we're going to take that same kind of look and just purposefully put it through. We got our new colors here for both characters, and we're gonna just try to work with that. Grayscale, unfortunately, I know it's either something that comes natural to some people or it's just a complete pain. And I guess I'm kind of lucky in the sense of I kind of got it. It's not necessarily a pain to me, but once I figured it out, I'm good. Our teacher in our art school is just like, yeah, you need a different color palette if you're working with grayscale. This is why. Shows us a few examples, and then we're just like, okay, how do we do it? And they just pretty much go, well, it's something you have to figure out on your own. Which sucks. But in a way, they're completely right. When it comes to grayscale, you kind of have to go in, figure out what your colors are, and work with it. Which, now that I look at it, this gray might be a bit too close to this. That should stand out, but we'll see. I won't worry about that too much as of right now. As long as you understand values, you're good. Yeah, pretty much. I'm so fucking hungry. Well, go get some food, okay? The stream will still be going for a while. Pretty much the only thing I can think of that would end this stream is if the Tylenol were to suddenly wear off, and then we'd just be like, yep, okay, gotta go, bye. I wouldn't even be able to show off any art for tonight, but yeah. So yeah, just a heads up, guys, if we don't show art tonight, that's pretty, or if the stream ends abruptly, it's either my computer glitching out, which I don't think is gonna happen, or the Tylenol for my headache wears off and I gotta end it. Cause I was supposed to be streaming The Sims 3 tonight. You guys voted on what challenge you wanted to see, and putting a whole bunch of people, well, a full house into like this survivor situation, and pretty much killing off one sim at a time through different challenges won. So I was in the process of making the murder house. I already made the Sims, which it's gonna be funny when you guys see them. I have some custom content in my game now, and so I think we had one girl randomly generate with the rabbit ears. We have one guy with a unicorn horn. I think everybody in that random lot has some custom content on them. Some you don't see at all. Almost everybody has custom hair. But not too many crazy ones. I think it's just the bunny ears and the unicorn horn, and that's it. Also, Jenny, hi! Took a stellar nap today. Congrats, man. I'm done with everything. Passing all my classes. So happy. Congratulations! Are you done stressing? Are you good? Do you have any more finals you need? Oh wait, you said Tuesday was the day that you're completely free, right? So yeah, congrats, man. Go relax. You deserve it. Go relax, play one shot, de-stress, watch some YouTube, some TV, some movies, all that fun stuff. And also, we have to start planning the next get-together so that we can celebrate. And also, if that's probably going to be in January, right? So, a gift exchange. And depending on how we set things up, and I'm going to have to... If we're lucky, we'll also get Sam to join us. But I don't know, Sam is in a very busy schedule right now. So we're going to try. Unfortunately, that's also put a hold on things like Fanfic Corner, because, again, I can't imagine doing a Fanfic Corner without Sam. Sam and I kind of made that, you know? It started as just us laughing over some fanfictions like My Immortal. And then we started to record our commentary with it, which I should release some of the episodes that I have on my computer. We recorded a whole bunch way before this channel was made. Like years before this channel was made. And we have some with TF. I don't think we ever recorded any with Jenny. We should change that. But yeah, I'll have to draw some visuals for it. Should be fun. LMP is taking over my place once I leave, basically. Pretty much. Poor Sam. She's gonna be swamped with work, and I wish... Well, it looks like it's something that she's actually really going to enjoy, so... I wish the best of luck to her. But yeah, crap out of crack. Oh, Cal, hello, welcome! Hopefully your day and night's been going well, depending on your time zone. How have you been? I haven't been looking at chat as much, only because I'm kind of drawing, and got caught up in, like, plans. Fun stuff. So let's test the, I guess we need the skin tone first. Let's test the skin tone against this. It's kind of similar. Let's see, can I get away with that, though? What do you guys think? Do you think that's too light in comparison? I think I might need to push that a bit darker. Yeah, I'm gonna just... That's a lot better. It's a subtle shift. Also, Jenny, out of curiosity, if you're still in chat, of course, how did your class ever go? Well, did any of your classes ever go over grayscale? Mine never did, in the sense of, okay, here's a great way to look at it. Nope, they were just like, yeah, don't do this one thing. Have fun. Pretty much they're just like, yeah, don't use a grayscale filter. Don't do that. Other than that, you should be good. Let me actually get a bigger brush. Also, Mr. Mudcake, I saw you typed something. See you next stream? Well, bye, dudes. Okay, well, thank you so much for joining. I really appreciate the fact that you're able to stop by. I know I haven't been seeing you much in chat, so I really appreciate it, man. Vaguely. Okay, so yours, too. There we go. Yeah, did your instructors pretty much do the same thing? I'm guessing it is something that you have to do it for yourself in order to learn it. Because some computer art, they said never do black, white, while just changing opacity. Yeah, I understand that, man. Never shade with black and changing the opacity for it. You don't want to do that. The only time that ever works is if you're just working with a very, very limited color palette. Also, Pokemon Plush World, thank you so much for joining. I really appreciate the fact you're able to stop by. Hopefully we'll see you in the next one. But yeah, pretty much our instructors were just like, yeah, here's a colored picture. Don't do this. Don't lower the saturation. Don't do it. Which, that's really pretty much why. Also, hi again, Volatox. Next Friday, that's not Friday. Okay. Do a Kahoot live stream. A Kahoot? A9, hello, welcome. Hopefully your day and night's been going well depending on your time zone. Also, yes, happy holidays, everyone. Oh. Let's see. It still looks good, kind of acceptable, but it makes everything look dead. Yeah, there's a lot of subtlety that's lost. Like, the details. In this version, let me show you guys. Like, the shading on her, it's still there, kind of. You can only see it, like, with the armpit here. And a little bit over here, but the highlighting is gone. This shading looks missing, and her hair just looks a complete mess. The oranges blend too much in with the values of the white. Actually, that's not white. That's, that is a very light blue that I used for her hair. Pretty much the eyes as well, I think. Unless, oh yeah. Also with eyes, you never want to use well, with colored drawings, or any drawings digitally, you never want to use pure whites or pure blacks. You always want in-betweens. Especially with fully colored and fully detailed kind of things. She looks so weird until I'm done with, like, coloring around the mouth. Have to go back in for those lines. I think her layers are on top. So yeah, I'm gonna have to get rid of those lines in order for red to look alright. You know what, I think I'll just color in the heads. So you guys can see the point. So I think that's where the most is going on. And I'll come back to this at a later point of time. I'll finish this off camera with the fully, the full shaded. Some of the details added in, like the freckles. Well, we'll do a bit of the freckles because I can't color red without freckles. And it's just not the thing to do. Since we're here, let's see. That's the color I chose for her spots. That might not actually work anymore. It's a bit too much into the blues. I see. So let's go ahead and change that. Let's see. That should work a lot better. So yeah, even when I'm working with the grayscale, I'm still not doing a full, true grayscale because I'm still dipping into the blues here. And also for her, she's got the... Let's get rid of this, I'm tired of looking at it. Okay, the major one down here, and the two on the top. So we'll just do this, do this. Where does that end? Okay. It's pretty much here, and here. So yeah, that looks a lot better than the other version. Next step is banning. Please be nice to see. Wait, what? Oh, okay. I see. Okay, let's see. What are you using drawing with? Oh, pretty much I'm using a Wacom Intuos. Intuitus? I can't remember the actual title. And as for drawing programs, I'm using Fire Alpaca. I use Fire Alpaca or Medibang. Both are pretty good. Oh. I just realized I'm coloring all on one layer. Shit. Don't do that. For this drawing, it serves its purpose. It's not going to necessarily be a problem. But in general, don't do that. You run into problems later on. Like shading. Shading becomes an issue. Whoops. Oh, that's a problem for future me. I'm not going to deal with that right now. So let's get rid of this so that when we come back in with red's colors, it smoothly goes over. I also never picked out any colors for the inside of the mouth. So that's going to be fun guessing work. So yeah, unfortunately, there's no like actual steps for it. I'm using MS Paint and subscribes. Good luck, Future K. Thanks. Pro tip: if you want to shade, use a very dark purple. That's good for depending on what colors you want. Because of course, it's not necessarily going to work for warmer palettes. But again, it all depends. Let's push that as light as I can go. The eyes. Still not in the direct whites, so that's good. So yeah, now she looks less creepy. She still kind of looks creepy because the colors aren't all in. But a lot less. But I used to use MS Paint a lot. I still have a few drawings like up on my DeviantArt account that I did completely on MS Paint. And I've been spoiled. I've been completely spoiled. And you can make amazing stuff, amazing artwork off only MS Paint. And I am envious to those who can. Because it's not the program you use, it's the skill. And that comes into a huge factor. So those who can, I'm envious. Grayson's gonna keep my cat is here. Undetermined thing, hello, welcome. Thank you, Skull for Cyclone. You're making drawing for me easier. Oh, that's great. Drawing again, it's a skill. You got to put a lot of time into it, and I wish you the best of luck. If drawing is something you really like to do, follow it. I know we got, well, not like in this chat, but you know, there's a lot of people out on the internet that are just like, oh, your drawing, it sucks, it's cringe. Just they see like a stick figure drawing or a drawing with bad proportions, they're just like, huh, how cringy. Dude, fuck off, man. Those drawings are probably made by someone with a lower skill level. And that's all drawing is, it's skill levels. And just because that drawing isn't necessarily up to par to what you could see from other artists, doesn't mean it's a bad drawing, man. So fuck off. That's pretty much the only thing that really gets me insanely angry is the whole cringe culture. So don't follow into that, you know. People gotta start somewhere, you know. Do really quick. So no, there's no good and bad drawings. That's not the two spectrums that a drawing can fall under. No, it's about the levels of skill, the amount of time you're willing to take, and every single drawing is a learning experience. Yeah, sure, I didn't do, even with this drawing right here, there's some things I didn't do well. Let's look at this version. Like his horn. I didn't do well with showing off the detail that you see in like the original picture here. That doesn't necessarily look like a horn. But it looks a lot more like a unicorn horn than what it used to, which looked like a friggin' ice cream cone on the top of its head. But even then, it wasn't necessarily an issue. It was just me learning how to draw it, and that took a few years. Look at the noses. That's a very subtle thing that's also taken years. The ear placement, it looks a lot more realistic, with compared to what it used to be. So yeah, guys. If you don't have anything good to say, don't say it about it at all. There is also a fine line, and yeah, I do agree, don't completely bash someone's work. However, if there's some major issues in a drawing, let's see. Looking at this one, for example, if someone, let's say, actually, hold on, let me pull up something. Whose work will I see first? Jenny's or TF's? Let's see. Pretty much, let me show you guys what I mean here. You think I'd find something. Oh, here we go. This is one of TF's older works. And she drew one of my characters, OS, who was... I've got to do more with him in recent years, but this is several years old. Now, overall, the picture's really great. There are some issues that I would point out, such as the pose. The arm's a little awkward and the pose looks stiff. The tail coming across looks a little weird in composition. It would be more natural if the tail were to go down. But I do like the way that the cloak is flowing. It looks pretty awesome. The hand placement's good. It's in proportion compared to his face. There's a little bit of an issue with the neck here, but overall, again, I really like it. And those are things that can be adjusted. When you point out what's wrong, like the ear placement, and if you were to put it a bit higher, that's one thing, because that's showing what's wrong and then offering suggestions on how to improve it. If that makes sense. Don't want to say if. With this one, you see the neck here. That looks a little off, though I do have the details for the muscles and how that comes across. You're not necessarily seeing a proper, the anatomy is not necessarily correct, and there are some issues with her shoulder here. Though the shoulder is supposed to be coming up here, and then her arms going down to bring him close, or down to bring him close. There's still some issues with the arm. That can be fixed. And that's pretty much going over with, you know, put the arm here, and then if you want to have it more relaxed, put it here, but then bring the hand up higher, or put it on his shoulder. And those are some suggestions on how to fix. First piece of fan art I made for Caves, and it's a gravestone. First video is never bad, man. I'm not a huge fan of like the first stream I posted here. I got extremely nervous. I was uncomfortable. I'm just like, no, I'm never doing a drawing stream again. But here we are. See, that's the same kind of color I used. So let's push that a bit darker for the inside of the mouth. Just so I can get this filled. I think I'll only be doing like the headshots here. And I want to get over to red as soon as possible because, man, I adore coloring in his freckles. Freckles are like the cutest thing. I'm envious of those who have them and just, not like, you know, just the simple across the nose and that kind of thing. Though that's really adorable. I mean like those who are covered in freckles. CC, have you seen YouTube Rewind? No, I've only seen one. And that was a few years ago with the one that featured slow-mo guys is the one I saw. I'll leave that there for now. I want to get over to red as soon as possible, man. To make my life a little easier, let me go on to a different layer. Or else I'm gonna forget. Oh, Peyton, hello, welcome! Hopefully your day and night's been going well, depending on your time zone. Also, Ice Cream, thank you so much for joining. I really appreciate the fact that you were able to stop by. Hopefully we'll see you in the next one. As for Doggy, can you please answer my question I put, 15 minutes ago? What was the question? Critiques. Yes, critiques are hella helpful, yes. Bash me for my art and how I couldn't draw humans correctly and how I could only draw animals. I'll pick on that instead because I took... Oh, I'm sorry, man. Katie, if it makes you feel better, when I started drawing, I could only draw animals, and not even good animals. And then from there, my drawing style morphed into really bad Sonic OCs. They weren't Sonic OCs, well, you know, like original characters meant for the Sonic universe. They just looked like really, really bad Sonic kind of style. And I saw nothing wrong with that. I had a lot of fun. I was experimenting with different animals and how to create like different ears, like how a beaver's ear would be different from a bear ear, and a lot of that. Also, Q Pushin, did I even say hello to you? I'm so sorry. Hopefully your day or night's been going well, depending on your time zone. I can't. Oh, probably Unicorn. Also, hello, welcome. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm looking through chat. Does Fire Alpaca mess your computer up? Oh, sorry, I didn't see that sooner. No, Fire Alpacas are really, it's pretty light in comparison to Photoshop. So no, I highly recommend it. I've never had a problem with Fire Alpaca. Plus, it's free, so there's that. It says, "Rip colorful cyclone." Didn't you love it when dude no one's old had to say Princess Long? God, I should still have that on my computer. I gotta find it. But I can't help. I can't draw circles. Same. When it comes to drawing circles, pretty much you gotta go in with reckless abandonment. You just gotta do it. Also, Sushi, you just got your drawing tablet, right? Something to keep in mind is that you can place a mug or something on your tablet. I'll just use my cup of tea here and trace around it. That will also give you a good idea. Also, if you're using a program like Fire Alpaca, you have filter. Well, I forget what snap grids, which will help you draw perfect circles. Also with that, you can get a perspective grid and a normal grid where you can just completely draw in these lines. Diagonal as well, which you can always adjust for a specific angle, but those are extremely helpful. Wish I could draw, but I can't. One day I'll be able to draw. Uni, don't say that, man. You gotta keep at it. You can draw, man. Don't say you can't. Again, like I said earlier, drawing isn't about talent. It's about skill levels. Think of it like a video game, man. If that helps. I think for the colored version, I just had that there. See, this is what I get for having open lines on my line art. It's never helpful. But it's a part of my drawing style, so I learned to cope. I'm invisible, great. Oh, what's up, Volatox? Did I miss something? Oh, challenge, drawing challenge. Draw a 1930s version of yourself. I kinda did already, I think. Hold on. I did it for a thumbnail. Like this. And if you want to see the non film grain version, where is that? That's the, there we go. That's without the film grains. There we go. Brings up bendy drawing, I knew it. Yeah, pretty much. I also did one. Where's that doodle page? Oh shit, I can't see. Is it in faces? Oh no, those are some other characters. Here's the one I'm actually drawing. Well, coloring in right now. Is it under thing? Nope. These are just drawings I did on a previous drawing stream. Is it under Alice practice? No. Good. Yeah, you see, I was getting the proportions here for Alice. Two different... Oh, I should do a new one now that the next chapters come out. And here we go on her on her own. I see Aki, I think. Yes, that's Aki. Let me close this. This is Brittany, well, no, TF's character Aki, an adorable little bun. He's the best bunny. Stand comic, puns, poster. Was it in this? Because I know that this, no. It's somewhere in here. I can't see the things. Spitting Dragon, hello, welcome. Hopefully your day and night's been going well, depending on your time zone. I can't hear anything you say because of my baby sister. Oh, sorry, man. Draw Ditto. Well, this one isn't necessarily about doing drawing challenges. I'm just going over grayscale. Let me close this because that's no longer needed. It's not needed anymore either. So, we'll be doing that. Well, actually, when I'm done doing the headshots for this, we're going to be opening up the game that I've been working on with these two as characters in it. Pretty much these two, Lavender here and Red here, are sort of the tutorial phase of a game I'm working on. But one part where the actual part with battles has not been done yet because I have yet to draw on the monsters. Because knowing me, I've got to make things as complicated for myself as physically possible. So I'm in the process of, you know, making custom monsters for an RPG game. And I've got to draw them out. I've got to figure out what their stats are going to be. Got to still figure out everybody's stats for battles. I've got a good portion down, so there's that. Also, I still have to work on custom sprites. That's fun. Actually, it is. Oh, hi. IVIS. FTW, hello. I forgot what other name you wanted to go by, and I'm so sorry. How are you doing? How have you been? Yeah, hopefully your day and night's been going well, depending on your time zone. I haven't seen you around for a while. We're pretty much working on a grayscale version of one of the drawings I've done. We're just doing like flat colors, but this is pretty much to show a difference. Grayscale can be difficult. It's one of those things that you either pick up immediately or you struggle with it, and sadly there's little to no in between. It's pretty much a guessing game at best. Was that included with the hair? Shoot. Hold on, where's the flat color? No, it wasn't. Was it? Shoot. Just looked at it. Not entirely, so that was. The line ends here. Okay. CC, did you get my pause screen submission? Yes, I did get it. I just have to add it into the pause screen. I have a few I need to add in. But I need to actually fix that as well. So when I do, trust me guys, I'll let you know, and you'll be able to see it whenever we do the pause screen. As of right now, it's not implemented yet, but it will be. Oh, Captain Mercy, hello, welcome! Hopefully your day and night's been going well, depending on your time zone. How have you been? So, looking at chat as much since, yeah, thank you, Nia. C's OCs, I can't think of OCs, I only have Roman and Isle or Ale. Still, that's pretty awesome, man. Pretty much, I love to focus on OCs. I do nothing but to work on their stories, their character types. I spend pretty much... I spend a very good portion just figuring out character personalities. And nothing but. Also, plot points. Most of my time only goes to plot points. So, yeah, that's just me. Oh, Rip Roarst. Are you listening? I am looking at chat whenever I can. I'm not purposefully ignoring, don't worry, guys. Wait, you making a game? Yeah, kind of. It's not necessarily to be released, it's just for me. I'm making it because I wanted to play around with RPG Maker. Get rid of those freckles that have just gone flying off the drawing. But yeah, the game I'm making is pretty much just for my own enjoyment. It's got my own characters, and it's this plot that I've been playing around with for years now. I had a comic of it, of an older version, but I've made some serious changes, and I only got like 2 or 3 pages into the comic before I decided, yeah, I'm just gonna stick to a game version. Which, that has been one hell of a fight, let me tell you. Because pretty much with the game, it started off as a game plot when I first got RPG Maker back in 2013. And I'm just like, yeah, I'm gonna make a plot where all my characters are there. And so I started to work on it, but then my computer crashed and it lost the file, and everything of it was gone, and it said it no longer existed. So I'm just like, yeah, I'm never working on this again. So I'm just going to abandon it. But I liked the concept too much, so I kept the idea. I kept playing around with it on my spare time. And then I'm just like, you know what? I shouldn't abandon it. Let me draw a comic for it. Oh, I was hitting the wrong button. So I started the comic, and I got a few pages in, and then I'm just like, oh, I have RPG Maker. Why don't I just try to make it a game again? I just downloaded Doki Doki Literature Club. I'm in for a fucked up game. I've had some people actually request Doki Doki Literature Club, and I don't know, guys. I'm a little wary, and I don't know how that game's going to affect you guys. Because I am aware of how messed up, well, not to the exact points of how messed up it gets, but I'm aware that it gets very messed up, and I don't know how that's going to affect you guys or how it's going to affect me. So I don't know if we'll ever be seeing it on the channel. I guess if you guys want it enough, because I have had several requests, I can try powering through. Maybe it's not as bad as I think it's going to be. So we can try. Hope I don't get invisible again. I am catching whenever I can. Anyone gonna head out to Star Wars on Friday? I would like to, but I can't. Too busy. Well, after Thunder, I think I'm going Sunday. Wonder if my Golf with Friends. Oh yeah, Uni, your Golf with Friends, that is going into the submission, since that's going into the pause screen if you want it there. So, yeah, no worries about that, man. Hopefully it's still up. I have yet to save that onto my computer. No, for real, it was another round. And I don't even get some reply. No replies, man. Though, Volatox, I have been seeing some of yours whenever I can glance in. It's just, again, I thought you said that you couldn't listen, so... Is still there? Yeah. Okay, awesome. I want to make an OC, but I don't think I can think of an original design. Well, just go for it, man. Have fun. Look, one of my characters is simply a blonde guy wearing... Hold on. It is a blonde guy wearing a baggy, long sleeve black shirt with an orange shirt on top of it, jeans. He's got a fucking red balloon in his hair, and he's got electric powers, and he does nothing but hang out. That's my character. I don't know if I've got a recent full drawing of him. But it's his personality that stood out to me. Also, when you're considering designing an OC, if you really want the design to be the focus, think of the silhouette. And that's advice I need to focus on myself. Do I really not have a picture of him? Jeez, I am horrible at keeping track with my characters. You think I would? Where? I know I have something of him. I have a color reference. It would help if I actually labeled my drawings. I just have a lot of these are just random letters. I don't think I ever finished this. No, I didn't. I gotta go back to it. But yeah, pretty much have fun with your characters. Focus on your personality for your characters, but don't force it. Pretty much you'll run into something and you'll think, oh, okay, this could work for a character, or this would make an awesome story, and just let it flow, you know? Sometimes you'll get characters that are just like, hey, I know you wanted me to do this, but I really don't, and I want to do this instead. Like, I've had several characters that are just, they're supposed to be the villains. Or they're supposed to, you know, be unlikable, unapproachable. And they just end up being, you know, some of the most lovable characters. Let me see. When you find Dr. Cal's robot and grim matchsticks at once... Oh, good luck, man. Oh, check your previous message. Let's see. OC stands for original character, yes. Can give you a specific one if you want. Oh, wait, what? You can stream it if you want, but make sure to talk about the warnings. I can give you a specific one. Yes, please. I don't know how bad it gets for Doki Doki Literature Club, but I hear that it's extremely triggering for those who have suicidal thoughts or have taken suicidal actions. So, again, that's my main concern. It's not just for me, but for you guys in chat, because I know we all have our moments. That makes sense. We all have tough times, and that's what worries me. My voice chat with friends, feel free to join. Again, what is an OC and how do I make one? Okay, an OC is an original character. And pretty much that could be for anything, really. You want a character to be put into a pre-existing story? Go for it. That's your character. You just make someone who would fit into the world, and you have fun with it. Like, I've had characters who are originally warrior cats, and who were meant to be a part of their story, you know, part of that world, and they've changed. And then I have characters like Lavender and Red over here, which they're just meant to fit into this random world where I have all sorts of my own characters, and that's, again, there's no real story for them. They just interact, and it gives me a good chance to develop their characters and their personalities. So when you want to make your own character, you just pretty much think, if you want to make like a completely original, you think of something like, what's a good concept? And you play off of it. Or hell, just think to yourself, okay, what's a situation I've always wanted to see? How about this? A very a very scared kind of personality, person, you know, just like a very cowardly person, and a person who a person, you know, who does not want to interact with anybody, who's kind of like standoffish in a way. Those two get trapped in an elevator, and they have to stay there together until the elevator is fixed. And they're forced to interact, mostly because the person with the scared personality cannot stand the silence. So there's something, your start. From there you can go ahead and say, okay, well, this character with the scared personality, he or she is going to cling to the other person because they're terrified with the sudden jolt of the elevator stopping or the lights flickering off. You know, however you want to play it. That's a way to start. But if you want to, you know, take a pre-existing series, a show, a book, a video game, what have you, pick one of your favorite points and just work with it. Do you draw OC? Yeah. Occasionally I do draw other people's OCs. I do love drawing others' OCs because, again, it shows their personalities. But not often. Well, not as much anymore. I do try, and I'll occasionally do that, but yeah. But as for, you know, my own OCs, I draw them on not a daily basis anymore, but as often as I can. If I'm not drawing them, I'm working on their personalities or I'm working on situations. I've spent years and years working on 5 particular characters, which also appear in the game that I'm going to be showing as soon as I'm done with Red here. So I think I'll just be doing like the headshots, and then I'm going to be switching over to the Nominate game to show you guys their personalities and, you know, how they act, so you guys get a better grip on their characters. Then from there, I think I'm going to call the stream. Because again, this isn't necessarily like a normal drawing stream where I'm just like, okay, I'm just gonna blabber on while I draw my own thing and also take requests and all of that. It's more of a, okay, this is a basic idea of how to work with grayscale. You probably find better tutorials out there. I haven't seen a good one. Again, grayscale is something you gotta do for yourself in order to really get a proper hand on it. So hopefully this stream helps out with, you know, getting that start. It's a guesswork, but yeah. I also forgot completely mid-sentence what I was talking about. Do you ever get to draw Zap and Charge? No, I haven't gotten the chance to yet. I need to. I figured out where they're gonna go, if that helps, and which characters they're gonna interact with. Where is that other? There we go. There's the other brush. I could probably just adjust the brush size and save myself trouble, and not accidentally click the side of my pen and zoom in and out randomly. But no, we're doing it this way. Doing it this way because I'm a creature of habit. Oh yeah, it's just an OC. Yeah. So I have an OC named Emerald, Harry Potter OC. That's awesome, man. Think Sarah Tapes has a tutorial on grayscale to color. That's awesome, Nia. I'm definitely gonna have to check that out because that would be helpful. That was the inside of the ear, right? Yeah. Yeah, it was. You'd think I would know by now. You know, my characters and their color palettes. No. you know, pretty much when you have characters, or if you really get hooked on characters, well, your own characters and your own creations, I highly recommend branching out to, you know, your own original stuff and not just fan creations. Though there's nothing wrong with fan creations. Personally, I just prefer, you know, original, completely, you know, that sort of stuff. But again, it's pretty much your preference. But if you ever do make characters doggy, I would love to see them. So we're almost done with red, and pretty much this version is coming out a lot better than the no saturation. I don't know if you guys are hearing that. It's pouring, and it's just completely pouring outside, and I'm like right next to the window, so hopefully that's not showing up on the stream audio. I hope not. I'll just use the same color. It shouldn't matter. Will this game be able to be played by any other people? Maybe? It's nowhere near that point. I don't think it ever will be, but if it is, if you guys are interested, okay. Again, the game I'm making, it's again pretty much made just for me. Or, you know, friends who want to play it since they're familiar with the characters as well, but I don't see it being released to others because I don't imagine others would be interested. But if I'm wrong, I might have to work on it more in order to get that done. I don't imagine I'd even charge for it. It's just one of those things that just, you know, hey, here's the thing. So, again, I'll show you guys what I've got for it so far. There's some parts that are glitchy. It's not perfect because, again, it's all in the works. And I haven't touched it for a little while now. Not too long. I've been working on it here and there. But these two are prominent in the opening. So yeah, any typos that you guys will be seeing in that, or any glitches, I'm aware of like 99% of them. So yeah, I think we'll call it here. Well, for this drawing, I might, no I can't. I gotta finish Lavender's hair. It's completely, this whole section here, and her ears. I might have to turn off the green in order to see what I'm doing. The inner ears. Yeah, at least let me lower that green. There we go. That's a little easier. Again, I think I'm on the wrong layer. Oh well. Again, that's a problem for future me. Current me is just gonna color. See, I really want this shit to be played by me. Well, I'll show you guys the intro, and keep in mind what you guys will see there is probably not what you guys will get when it's fully done. What's most likely going to happen with the game I'm working on is I'm going to just power through and get scenes done and then look at it and go, okay, let me completely start from scratch. I'll still have that version that you're going to see. I'm going to keep that. It's not like I'm going to erase it, but I'm going to basically restart. Improve what I think needed to be improved, carry over what I liked, then probably change a lot of the plot points because the story has completely gone a different direction than it used to go. And if you guys are even interested in seeing the comic for it originally, keep in mind that it's with an older art style and a different design for some characters. So it's completely it's got a completely different start than what it used to have. Can I make fanfic OCs like the children of some really popular ships? Would that be an OC? Yes, it would be. Completely. Because, again, that's your own design going into it. Even though you're creating a child for two popular characters or a popular ship, that's still your character, you know? If that makes sense? You would be creating a design and personality for a character that does not exist in a pre-existing show. Hell, I've seen people take, like, the Five Nights at Freddy's animatronics and make human versions of them, or humanized versions of them, and have later switched said designs to look less like the Five Nights at Freddy's animatronics and more of their own original characters. Something I still need to do, because I loved some of the designs that I had for, and yes, I was a huge in the Five Nights at Freddy's fandom, man. I had my own versions of the bots. I gave them humanized designs because I can't draw animatronics that well. So I made it easier for myself, and I loved the designs I gave them so much that I want to make them into my own 100% OCs, you know, 100% original, if that makes sense. They're still my designs. They're still going to keep a lot of their same personalities. I'm just altering some colors, changing some names. I won't add in the horn. But yeah, here we go. This is pretty much a grayscaled version that I'm curious. If I were to take the saturation down completely on this... I gotta edit some colors a bit on here, because once you see it in, like, full scale, they're fine on their own. It's just, red seems more blue, so I need to fix that. I'm gonna admit Nightmare is my favorite character of the Five Nights at Freddy's franchise. Same! Let me show you guys, since I have this open. If I even have it on here. I know I have some of my designs on here. I'm looking for a specific drawing. I've shown it before. Let's see. Well, this isn't what I'm looking for, but this is some of the original, the very first versions of the designs I came up for them. Because again, I'm that much of a nerd, man. I'm just there. Where is my version of Nightmare? I know I have him. Where? That's the real question here. Because I loved the design that I gave. I gave like a huge belly mouth to him. It was just so cute. Nightmare's the best. Yes, tummy mouths! The cutest thing! Okay, this is unrelated, but I made my Nuzlocke team using a base. So we have Neptune, my Lapras, Spoops, my Haunter, Mad King, my Sandslash, and Strawberry, my my Slowbro. Springtrap, yes! Where is my Springtrap? Because I love my design for Springtrap. Question is, where? Do I not have... There is a huge possibility that I don't have these drawings on this computer. I've got a base that I did once. Does that count? I didn't necessarily draw them. Well, I mean, I traced over it, but yeah. I gotta have it somewhere. Welcome to the stream where I just go through old pictures. Where were they? There's some doodle pages where they might show up, but again, I don't remember. Fuck. Oh, here's a base. I don't like it anymore, but man. PK Gaming, hello, welcome! Hopefully your day has been going well, depending on your time zone. It's gonna bug me. You know what? Fuck it. Let me go ahead and make a new layer. Really quick, let me draw my spring trap. She had, like, what was it? Broken ear. Okay. The long ear here, broken ear here. Let me change that a bit. There we go. Okay, my pen was not fully following my... Pretty much Springtrap's design. I don't know, I always saw like Springtrap more feminine. Way back when. There was a whole backstory that I had to justify. But yeah, basically that was the idea. So we had like a I'm not gonna go into all of that because otherwise I'm gonna spend so much time diving into the trash of the Five Nights at Freddy's fandom that I used to be a part of. Pretty much, that was my Springtrap. I know, but keep in mind that I designed this concept way back when the third game first came out. And I'm just like, well, it would be cute if back in the golden days when they first had Fredbear, that it was, you know, him and, which my Golden Freddy is super cute, man. Just giant bow and a floating top hat, because I can't draw hats. They had him and a cute little female companion, also a cute little bow. And then purple guy just got stuck in. Okay, I'm gonna end this. Because, yeah. Well, this drawing segment here. No, I don't want to save this. So yeah, so far, compared to what we have, let me pull up the flat colors. From this to this, it's a lot better. I need to edit some colors because, again, I highly recommend checking your palettes together, which I did not do, to make sure they go well. Because red looks a little more blue than he should be, or she looks lavender looks a little more red. So, we need to see, we need to switch over now, and I said I was going to show you guys the thing. What is that? Ninja just cut. What's up? What am I? Oh, whoa, what? What's up, PK Gamer? Well, PK Gaming? Oh, I'm sorry, man. Give me tips on OCs? It's hard to say, to be honest. It really depends on what you'd like to do for a story. If you want to do a story. Let me go ahead and show the pause screen while I get this set up. Because there's endless possibilities, man. It just depends on what you want to do and what you'd like to play around with. I need, like, drawing tips. Oh, there's plenty that you can find online. Again, it does depend on specific things. Ugh, tea's cold. Now, if you guys can bear with me for one... You know what? No, I'm not even going to put you through that. Now, let me go ahead and... Oh, good, good, good. Okay. Now I can edit the volume and you guys wouldn't even know. So yeah, now it's not gonna blast your ears out. Let me go ahead and you should be able to hear it. Can I get it though? Can I get it? Good. There! You see, it's still unnamed. And that needs to change. Lucky Gaming Dominic, hello! Welcome! Well, yes, I do remember you. How have you been? Hopefully your day has been going well, depending on your time zone. Hopefully you guys can hear the game alright. Yeah, let me go ahead and start this. This is the game I'm working on. And it's got some of the characters. It's changed. If you guys have seen TF's stream, let me, hold on, let me minimize that so I can actually not get confused. TF did cover some of the, she was nice enough to show this off on one of her streams. Things like the stars here, that flower, and the tree stump here are shortcuts. But we can go ahead and explore North Azrael to the South Crosstown. But let me go ahead and not waste you guys' time and show you the two characters you wanted to see. Let's see. Do Fun Time and Mangles. Oh, Child's. Oh, that would be fun! Okay. There he is. Hey, slow down. Not waiting on Lavender 2, are you? Well, she's mixing chemicals again, probably like a damn moron, and blindly pouring shit together, too. The fucking brat keeps me waiting out here when she does that. Okay? Keep close to the door. She might set the whole damn clinic on fire again. Stop fucking poking me. Stop bugging me already. Dawn! What are you doing up here? Oh, hello there. It's a nice day today, isn't it? Yes, it is, Dawn. You should go out and enjoy it, instead of talking to someone like me. Oh, don't say that about yourself, man. Why is she up here? I know your movement patterns are random, but come on. I guess you wanted to say hi. Beer back. Okay. Trying to make a wrong pack of Earthbound. Ooh, that sounds awesome. Top of the red. Oh, no, there's not going to be a drawful tonight. Hello. Good afternoon, Kayla. Who are you? My name is Fidget Bane, and I'm the owner of this clinic. That should suffice for now. Either way, you should rest before you try to leave the clinic. I have a room prepared for you already. When you leave this room, it's the first room to your left. Kayla, I'm really busy right now. If you need anything, you can talk with Lavender. Okay, Fidget. Those are private documents. Please leave them alone. No. Are you deaf? Yes. Oh. My mistake, then. I'll have to schedule a surgery immediately. We'll start by removing your hands. There must be something wrong if you insist on grabbing everything within reach. That's rude. Oh no, guys, we're not doing a drawful. We're not doing a drawful stream. See, that's where you're supposed to be, Dawn. You already talked with Red, so let's go say hi to Lavender. Hey, buddy. Hey, Kay, what brings you here? There's a unicorn. Oh, Red? He has a short temper and a colorful choice of words, but he's actually the second biggest teddy bear in all of Nomina. First being Mr. Razor, of course. So don't let him scare you off, okay? Hey, I have a great idea. Tonight, Red and I are going on a midnight stroll through the North Forest. You should come with us. It'll be fun. Besides, I never get the chance to hang out with you, Kay. Go get some sleep. I'll meet you outside your room tonight, okay? But for now, I need to get back to work. Somebody here has to goof off, and that's a sacrifice I'm willing to make. Oh, love, you're the best. Don't forget our midnight adventure. Again. You should play Slendy Tubbies, man. That would be fun. I just need people to play with. Let's give Red hugs. Can't help but notice your lack of reflection. What's up, Kay? Too bad that's not a magic mirror. If it was, I'd wish for some more supplies for work. Or a snack. That's not how it works. Then why do people even have them if they can't grant wishes? I mean, it'd be way better if they let you wish for anything. I mean, it's perfect. Picture this. You're sitting at your desk writing a bunch of notes late on a cold night. You can't seem to keep warm at all, but there's a magic mirror right next to you. You then say, I wish I had a hot drink, and then bam! Instant hot chocolate. It's perfect. Wait, really? Ooh, I'm sorry, doggy. You should. Sign is just barely legible. In case of explosion, please blank. All blank can be found blank. Smells like vinegar. The liquid here is bubbling violently. It's probably better if you didn't try to touch this. You leaned in to touch it. Are you sure you want to do this? It's probably the dumbest idea probably the dumbest idea yet. Let me take a drink of my cold tea. Okay, I love lavender. Sold. I'm glad. Do we do what we want? Or leave it alone? Patch Pokemon Green into English, but it didn't work. I'm sorry, PK. I have no idea how those work either. You decided it's safer just to ignore the liquid from now on. Do it? Well, too late. I'm sorry. Pretty much, well, not in this version. This is just kind of like a demo, so it wouldn't have killed you, but it would have been an instant game over. Pretty much it would have liquefied your insides. It's a book about dragons. Feel a heavy sense of nostalgia just by looking at the cover. Books about different stories are placed here. You feel as if they could have been done better. That looks rather inviting. Yes, let's get some sleep. Psst, Kayla, I'm over here. Oh, good, you're awake. Fred is waiting for us right inside the forest. Let's hurry up before he ditches us. Well, before he decides to ditch us. Did I have anything special? No. Oh, there's some stories. That's some of the stories Miss Starks brought over for you. I actually think they're pretty cute, since it's all about these two cats. You see, it's about the struggles of the main character, a silver cat trying to run away with her closest friend to... I'm rambling again, aren't I? Let's just move on. Oh. I think there was something else. The story is poorly written, but you guess there is some charm to it. Oh. That's what I do. Wait. Goddammit, Kay? When is the stream ending? Has it almost been 3 hours? We'll wrap it up when I get done with this. I'll show the art for tonight, if there is any, and then we'll call it there. No, keep rambling. There's no time for us to focus on looks right now. We have a grumpy unicorn to meet. Sign's just barely legible. I really should get that fixed. Miss Fidget gave that to me a few years ago. It was a sort of well-done kind of gift after I started an apprenticeship with Miss Lori from Azarel. I was so excited, I almost called her Mom. She'd probably call me silly for it, but Miss Fidget means a lot to me. She raised me after all. She might as well be my mom. Maybe everyone would be safer if this was locked away. The damage seems freshly made, smoke still lingering in the room. Okay, so while you were asleep, it turns out that vinegar doesn't mix well with revival potions. At least we have that bit of knowledge for the future. How'd you two even sleep through this? I'm kinda sad it didn't make more of an explosion. But at least nothing was really damaged. It hurts your brain to think about how Lavender managed to do this. Maybe Lavender isn't the most sane person to be around. Riptide Games and More, hello, welcome! How are you doing? Hopefully your day and night's been going well, depending on your time zone. A Warrior fan book called Warriors Morning and Night. Ooh, I'd love to see! Yeah, we're done with drawing for tonight. This game looks like Final Fantasy. Yeah, it kinda does. But that's with RPG Maker. There are many different formulas scribbled down, but it's impossible for you to understand what it all means. Those aren't really a big deal. It's only the chemical compounds of the revival spells. Easy stuff. You should see some of the notes I have on splicing. It gets so complicated, it even makes my head spin. Oh. I know it sounds silly, but I want to catch a fairy and put it in that jar. I mean, it would be great to finally see one. Future jail cell for some poor fairy. You notice the bottle from earlier is gone. What's up? The bottle? Well, it was a highly unstable mixture that turned out to be extremely deadly. I had to get rid of it before someone was stupid enough to try to drink it. Game project? Yes. I'm working on this for pretty much myself. As you can see, Lavender is custom designed. The sprite that the main character is, that's custom as well. It's pretty much a bunch of splicing with the character creator stuff. And it's been a lot of work, but you know, this is pretty much just for me. Oh, welcome, Dad. Pixelbit, hello, welcome. Also, LG, hello, welcome. Hopefully your day and night's been going well depending on your time zone. You have several options to go through, but you can't necessarily access any of them except for this one. Hey, Red! How's my favorite unicorn princess? Shut the fuck up. You two shitheads have kept me waiting for fucking ages. Well, what's important is that we're all here together. Cut the bullshit, Lav. This forest isn't exactly a friendly place. You're overreacting! This place is safe! I know these paths like the back of my hand. We'll be safe from any traps. Just don't fucking blame me if we're all drowning in acid pits. You suddenly feel uneasy about this. Oh, come on, Red! You can't drown in acid. You would disintegrate first. You can feel your regret intensifying. Let's get going. And for now, there's this shortcut, because I've yet to implement any of the battles. Cuphead right now, Wally Warps is so annoying. What's this game gonna be called? I don't know. Pretty much the only thing I've been calling it is Namina, because that's pretty much the name of the world they're in. Well, here we are. The realm border? Oh, I think there's still the glitch that the portal's moving around. Why did you drag us out here? To go to Azarel, of course. We risked our damn lives. Broke how many goddamn rules? Just to fucking sneak into another realm? Whoa, calm down. We could have just fucking asked for help. Me alone can take out one of those damn things with a fucking sneeze. We barely made it through the forest lab. Red, you know I wouldn't drag us up here if it wasn't important. I have a plan, you know. Was your plan to act like a fucking moron? Because congrats, you accomplished it. Way to fucking go. No, listen. And then you have the choice to either hear her out, say he's right, or regret your life choices thus far. Voice name? Yeah, thank you. Long story short, this place is a world where all of these characters just hang out. They're all bizarre. How about the Legend of Namina? Back off a red coat. You came to say hello for a second? Oh, I'm sorry, man. Yeah, don't sneak, okay? Go. Thank you so much for joining, LG. Please don't risk. Don't risk further punishment, man. I don't know. I like those, but game should be brighter. Should be, but right now it's nighttime for the scene. So we're gonna side with Lavender then. Okay, let's hear her out. You shoot Red a glare. You feel he's gone too far, even if he might be right. Thank you. Just tell us your dumbass idea. Kay can't remember us, right? But maybe Azrael is different. We'll take them to CTF and everything should be settled. Why the hell do we have to sneak out to do this in the middle of the night? We're pretty much the worst fighters in the fucking realm. I'm shocked we're not dead. Anyone with a brain would try to stop us. No, none of us know what's wrong. Everyone here is scared. But I know this is the right thing to do. Well, since we're here, we might as well go through with this plan of yours. All right. Let's go step on the portal. Which I think is still glitching. Yeah, it's glitchy. So we're gonna step through. Thanks for believing in me. Just shut up. I'm still mad at you. Oh, I know. But that just means my favorite unicorn princess cares about me too. Shut the fuck up. What? Yeah, the portal is actually supposed to stay there. Chat's glitching. I'm sorry, Katie. Red reminds me of Kamatora from Earthbound Warrior. Really? I gotta play Earthbound. But about the journey through Namina? I've gotta look through. I think names will have to wait, per se, until the game is done. I know basically where I want to go with the idea. But yeah. I really do like some of the suggestions given so far, though. Whoa, that's not supposed to happen. No shit. What the hell's going on? What do you think you're doing? Miss Fidget! I'm waiting. We were... Calm down. Lavender was talking about seeing the Azrael portal, and I dragged these two up here to shut her up. Did you honestly think that was a good idea? You could have... We're all alive, no big deal. Red, no big deal? If you want to put yourself in danger, Red, that's fine. But don't you dare disregard others like that. I don't have the time to deal with this. Miss Fidget, Lavender, Kayla, come with me. We'll sort this issue in the clinic, understood? Understood. Let me guess he's a Sinandre. Smile Cat, hello, welcome! Hopefully your day and it's been going well depending on your time zone. How have you been? Keepers. He's saying from another dimension. It's a book about dragons. You wonder why such an odd book is even here. Oh. Oh no, our reputation points must be shit. Wrong room? Well, I have wings, right? Maybe Miss Fidget needs it to study you. At least, that's the only thing you can think of. Everyone here seems to have some sort of animal feature. You don't feel the need to question your wings, even though they're too weak for you to actually fly. Shit, our reputation points are horrible. You hear voices coming from the office. Listen in on the conversation? Yes, we are. That was profanity. It's not worth it, it'll be fine. Hey, Jenny. Now, I apologize that this meeting is such short notice. I would have rather spoken with you all individually, but I'm afraid we're running out of time. I can't believe this is really happening. Hey, don't sweat it. I'm sure all of this will clear up in no time. I highly doubt that, Felix. If I can have your attention, we can begin. Just tell us what's wrong. As you all know, there's been a rather strange string of events that's happening throughout Nomina. Every person of a different realm has vanished all at once. Communications to those realms have been severed. And those of us who are in those realms were dragged back here. Yes, I'm afraid so. We have no idea what caused this, nor do we have the means to seek help from the other creators. Yet, there is more bad news. Red and I brought Kayla out to the North Forest. I was hoping that seeing the deadly traps in the Azrael border would help force back some of Kayla's memories. But when we tried to use the portal to Azrael, it vanished, like it was never there to begin with. What? A realm portal can't just vanish. No one in this realm, aside from our creator, could remove something like that. I know it sounds insane, but it's true. Who fucking cares about the other realms? You can sit here and complain about not getting outside help, but that doesn't change the fact that we're in deep shit. Star, while you all enjoy this little meeting, I'm gonna go out there and fix this mess. If you would just listen. Are you serious? Tell me, what exactly is your plan? I'm going to take Kayla and then what? In case you haven't noticed, Nomina is falling apart. You can't just blindly punch something and solve this mess. Oh? And what do you think we should do? Would you two... We keep careful watch over the realm and wait to see what happens next. The longer we wait, the more lives we lose. That's not our problem. What? Stop this. Yeah, calm down. I really don't want to be the ones to stop you two. Only one life is important right now, Star. The rest of us are expendable. You heartless bastard. Everyone calm now? Great. Now let's give Fidget a chance to talk. Thank you, Felix. As I was saying, the events that are taking place are growing worse by the day. Shells have begun appearing in places they shouldn't, taking massive amount of innocent lives wherever they go. So, what should we do? Miss Molly. Oh my god, CC, the chat has become Jeffy and wait, what's up? Let's give Fidget a chance to spin. Keep in mind that Fidget's name has been there since 2011. Kayla, could you please leave us be? This is a private meeting. No. Did you not hear me the first time? This is a private meeting. Please leave. No. I don't have the time to keep explaining this to you, Kayla. Just let them come in already. But you're so confused, right? Okay, honey, just come sit beside me. We'll get you all caught up. Star, would you please be quiet? I'd like to take a seat. See, Fidget? We can't go hiding things from them. If there was another option, we wouldn't be in this situation. Kayla, Kayla can't be in here. Leave. You can't just treat them like a child. I'll not tell you again. You're a real bitch, Fidget. Can we please continue? You decide it's best not to bother them again. We're Now we come to the stream, there are new moderators. Yep, pretty much there was... whenever there's no mods in chat, I appoint a new mod, depending on how long someone's been in the streams. Yeah, I think we're fine. Let's see, are we still on the lower reputation side? Tea smells rather sweet. You know there's something missing here, but you can't seem to put your finger on it. Hey, Red! Let's go chat. What are the odds that Fidget would find us up here? Up there. God damn. You kept her out of trouble. Huh? Well, yeah, of course I did. Lavender can be the biggest fucking idiot in this realm, but she's my best friend. I can't let Fidget chew out her ass all the time. I'm being ignored. Small cat, I'm looking over at chat whenever I can. Let's see. Sorry, not speaking, I'm drawing. No, that's fine. Okay. Why? What? Why? Alright, of course he wouldn't remember. I'll just do us both a huge ass favor and keep it short. I used to live in a bad place with my two brothers, Ash and Sky. We got out of there, came here to get patched up, but medicines can't fix everything. My mind wasn't in a good place when I first came here. I almost did something stupid, but before I could, Lab fucking kicked open my door. She told me she was making cocoa and wanted to know if I wanted any. Yeah, I yell at her, call her names, but I owe her a lot. Taking the heat off of her for this is nothing compared to what she's done for me. Just don't fucking tell anybody about this, okay? So, long story short, I kept her out of trouble. Who fucking cares? Anyways, how did Fidget even find us? She's smart as fuck, but she can't exactly fight. How the hell did she, of all people, find us on her own? Say bye. Well, LG, thank you so much for joining. I really appreciate the fact that you're able to stop by. Hopefully we'll see you in the next one. The game's based on Pokemon, right? There's no magic creatures. Nah. Where do you think you're going? I wouldn't go sneaking around again if I were you. Fidget would be even more pissed if she found out you left during their little meeting. Okay, okay. Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to, I'll have this cleaned up in a second. Okay. Yes, this was made in RPG Maker VX Ace. Wonder if this is what caused the most damage to the room. Is Lavender really worth trusting? Of course. She did almost lead you blindly to your death, and she apparently loves to blow up her room on a weekly basis. But you decide that so far she's been the nicest person you've run into in this weird place. You pause to wonder if person is the right word to use. She has cat ears and a rabbit tail, after all. You're not sure what to refer to her as. Then again, everyone here seems to have some sort of animal feature, even you. Maybe you shouldn't dwell on it. Oh, okay. I gotta fix that. Glass is still gone. You can't help but wonder how Lavender got rid of it, even though you know there are bigger issues going on right now. This is far more interesting for you to think about rather than the odd meeting near your room. Maybe you should set your priorities straight. Okay. Empty. Table smells like vinegar. You're still not sure how Lavender was able to do this, but you find yourself smiling at the damages. Gotta fix those typos. From what you've seen of her, you're sure that this is normal for Lavender. Aside from some complaints, it seems like no one really cares about her destructive side, so why should you? She's reckless, but she means well. You decide that that's all you need to know about her. I think all we have left is this little scene with the mirror, and then we're done. I'm going to be showing the art, and we'll be calling it a night. The longer you look into the mirror, the worse you feel. You do your best to look away, deciding that you should ask someone about this later on. And that's pretty much it. Any curiosity is too great to ignore, and I'll just leave that here for now. We do have more, but it's not necessarily finished as of yet, so I'll keep that until I have a bigger chunk of this finished. When I do, maybe I'll come back to this and show you guys. But for now, I think that's gonna be it for this. I'm so interested in this game. I would love to play this. Well, I'm glad. Hopefully you guys are still enjoying this. Having Lavender Town Syndrome. I'm sorry, man. And we'll shut down. So let me switch back over to the pause screen. There we go. And let me check Discord for the art. so we have... okay, so we have 3 from Katie. We get those pulled up. All of them are her characters, which are so cute. And then we have one by Sushi. I'll show the fixed version. Okay, let's see. Okay, let's see. I'll play this game, but I can't play anything because words. Oh, the language? Yeah. Sorry, that's just how Red is. Yeah, he curses a lot. And that's pretty much a part of his character now. Okay, so this first one is by Katie. As soon as I can find where I save. There we go. I forget which one of the characters, this character's name, but this is one of her older characters that she recently started drawing again. Colorful Cyclone, can you call me Lucky for... Yeah, sure! When cats be like, must unroll all of the toilet paper, humans be like, must use all of the toilet paper. Pretty much. I can't remember this character's name, Katie, but they are so adorable! Can't wait till your next stream. Well, thank you, man. Hopefully we'll have one again soon. It pretty much depends on how well the Tylenol holds up. Okay, this next one, again, the names are escaping me. I'm so sorry, Katie. Two Mudkips? Yes. Is Clorox Bleach who ruled the world? Gosh, it's been a while since Clorox Bleach showed up. They popped up once during the last stream. Sadly, they didn't stay long. Frost. Okay, Frost. I can't remember this character's name as well. But they are so adorable, Katie. It's a new one. That's why. Okay, this is Reeboks. He's a human puppet. Is he going to be a part of the story so far? Or does he have his own? Does he have his own kind of story to go with it? If so, I'd love to hear more. This is another one of Frost, also by Katie, which Frost is so cute. So I guess Frost has become more of a persona than a character. Look at how adorable! I can't decide what I like best. I mean, the color scheme is beautiful. I love the little hat you gave. It's just, and the little scarf, and the big eyes. It's just, The first stream I met you, funniest thing ever. Yeah, you came in during the Undertale stream. I think right when Papyrus was introduced, too. There's a story to come up in the future. Oh, cool! Is that one also going to be on Wattpad? And this last one is by Sushi. And this is... Oh, I'm gonna have to go back in really fast just to show you guys what it does. I mean, it doesn't do much, but... Hold on, let me... It's of me going touchy-touchy for the potion bottle. Stories on Wattpad. Oh, I'll have to see. Yes, it is a masterpiece, Sushi. So I'm gonna have to go back in. As soon as I can. Because I'm sure you guys are curious. So let's make this quick. We're just gonna use cheats. There we go. Hey, Lavender, don't mind me. Just gonna touch your stuff. Liquid here is bubbling violently. It's probably best if you didn't try to touch this. You lean in to touch it. Are you sure you want to do this? It's probably the dumbest idea yet. I do what I want. The glass was filled with a deadly and unstable mixture. When touched, the liquid is able to melt your flesh with ease. This is the part where you would get a game over, but since this is still in the works, you don't die. You're welcome. Oh, and then we can touch it again. It doesn't do anything else. But yeah, that's an instant game over. Rip, yes. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Jesus. I'm at the end. Oh, MLG, hi, welcome. Hopefully your day and night's been going well, depending on your time zone. And yeah, we're pretty much at the end. So that's it for now. I'll show more of the game once I have an actual point to it. Pretty much the biggest holdup on this game is that what you say to the characters really does matter. Right now, the reputation points, like I mentioned before, there are 5 different outcomes as of right now that you could possibly get just in the beginning of this game. So you can imagine how far it's going to branch out once I'm actually done with it. Stream is ending. Yeah, pretty much I'm just checking Twitter to make sure I didn't miss any art on there. And if not, we're pretty much just gonna call it a night. I've been streaming for about, how long now? 2 hours and 21 minutes. Okay. Yep, no new art on Twitter, so that's it for tonight. CC, you free for a VC? I'm sorry, Uni, I can't tonight. I don't know how long the Tylenol is gonna last, and I still have one hell of a headache. But thank you guys so much for joining here tonight. Really quick, when we do another Cuphead stream, when my headache goes away, because I can't afford to be yelling and screaming at a game right now. Hopefully I can get another one done later on in the week. If not, probably Monday. I'm unfortunately going to be busy all weekend. So yeah, hopefully it's going to be soon. Yeah, thank you guys so much for joining me here tonight. I hope you guys enjoyed the the grayscale sort of thing. I still need to fix those colors. They're bugging me the longer I look at it. And also the little preview for the game I'm working on. I hope you enjoy. That's pretty much all of my OCs are going to be featured in that game. And you've only seen 2 of them so far. I mean, you have seen more just in glimpses, but as the game goes on, you're going to see more in depth. And I hope you guys enjoy. But yeah. Leave your language and sweet with games. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. That's unfortunately a lot of the streams tonight. But, well, the game itself is not exactly the best language, and I'm sorry about that, but it's not exactly easy for me to clean up. I can try, but yeah, I gotta call it though, guys. Thank you all again for joining. I'm gonna try streaming as soon as possible. Unfortunately, I do not have a time frame for that. The next stream will be a Sims stream. I still have to set up that murder house, and then we'll try for Cuphead. But yeah, again, thank you guys so much. Thank you for all the art. Glad you guys enjoyed, and as always, guys, take care.